Less than 24 hours ago, the fan in me wanted certain people to have patience for certain players. You know, the fan in me wanted to not jump the gun too quickly. The fan in me wanted to just kind of be logical, give certain players an opportunity to get out of the bad form, to probably catch some confidence, to bring some sort of a different dimension to their game, build on certain basic fundamentals. Just show me something. And today did show me that sometimes being logical is probably not the best idea. Sometimes being the irrational, emotionally less controlled fan, sometimes it feels like that might be the best route. Because the garbage I was watching from the lap today, oh my God. I've been saying I don't have no Delap stocks. I don't have Delap stocks, but I'm not just, gonna throw him just to the side yet. I wanted to sit on the fence with this one, but I'm clear. I'm not gonna sit on that fence no more, bro. I'm not sitting on the fence. He is awful. He is awful. Such heavy trampoline. Can't do nothing with his first touch. I mean, yeah, you did well for that first goal, but yo, that was about it. It was a very terrible performance. I mean, my God, it was awful to watch. Like, at this point, we would have been probably a lot better if we had, the Wrexham striker who actually scored their first goal in this team. It just felt like we would have probably been a bit more cohesive up front. A lot of the ball would have been sticking up front a bit, bringing other people into play, because the nonsense we were watching today was awful. Pedro Neto, oh my God. I think he deserves that Garnacho treatment, just not in the team for like 5-6 games at this point. I don't think he should be anywhere around this first team, because the way this guy was just strutting around the pitch, losing the ball. I mean, flicks were not coming off, passes were not coming off, dribbles were not coming off, crosses were just going straight to Portugal. And I mean, as one of the, experienced players in this team, and he's one of those players that when people start to talk about you need experience, it makes you kind of just question it. At this point, you might as well just run it with kids, because the experienced players in this team have let us down time and time and time and time again. Tosin, experience, absolutely just abysmal. Badiashile, experience, abysmal. Today, Sanchez, talking. Yo, Sanchez, I don't know what it is. You've had a great season. You've had a phenomenal, probably like 2 seasons so far. But it becomes hard to defend you when you have performances like these. It kind of becomes hard to not look to the future without you. Like, great shot stopper, on his day, can be pretty good with his feet, but I don't know what it is. When he's going through it, he just goes through it. And to be fair, I can't even say much, because this defense did not help Sanchez today whatsoever. Lavia, I'm going to have a lot of time for you because, again, you haven't really played a lot of football, so I'm not even going to talk a lot of smoke. Lavia, I know the quality that's there. You're going to show it. You need some momentum. You need some consistency. You need some minutes, so I'm not really going to say anything. Santos, I thought you could have been a lot better today. You didn't do anything wrong either, but we were just getting killed in the transition a lot today. Like, we were getting done up in the midfield. And to be honest, like, if Wrexham could have scored, if they were a bit more clinical, I think if they just had a bit more quality, we lose this game. We absolutely lose this game. Hato, for me, did pretty okay, played well. So I got to give Hato some credit. Josh did well for the goal, but Josh has this thing where his touch is always away from him. Like, I get it if you're opening up your body to go potentially the opposite way, but those touches back into, kind of like those dangerous zones, yo, you got to cut it out. You got to be able to just take a touch and let the ball just be right next to you. Every time you take a touch, the ball is away, away from your body. And then now you got to kind of recover. That's how you get booked, because you might go into a tackle chasing that first touch. But again, this is a player that clearly needs, exposure. He needs consistency. And I appreciate the equalizer because, yeah, we were definitely out at that time, to be honest. But could do a lot better. But, I can't even blame the young players when I'm looking at the OGs and they keep messing up. Garnacho did your thing again. I mean, scored the most important third goal. I know Joao Pedro just capped it off, but we were going to be through, with that third goal potentially. So Garnacho, credit to you. Pedro Neto, yeah, this guy should be out of this team for a while. Like, legit, bring Derry in and Pedro can be out of the squad for time. Because if you can't show any good quality against Wrexham, then what the fuck are you going to do? Absolutely abysmal, terrible performance. Like, this guy was just walking around like he scored 3 goals and he's the guy. Like, no, the application was all wrong. And it was so, it was just infuriating watching this guy lose the ball time and time again, not tracking back, just walking around, just being a bystander. And it's like, yo, bro, you're not that guy. Like, yes, you've had a decent enough season, but the quality just it's not there. And Delap, honestly, man, get rid. This is the fan in me that is just saying just not good enough. Get rid. I can't even be logical no more, because every time, certain players, you want to be logical, you want to be patient, you want to see, get them given a fair shot in this team. They just do that. And let's just call it what it is. The squad as a whole, it's just not good enough. If you take out, maybe 8 players out of this team, your Caicedos, your Enzos, your Cole Palmers, at this point, I'm going to put Chalobah into that position because he's had, some sort of consistency in his game. I still think we could do a lot better than Chalobah and Fofana. But if I'm looking at the drop off between him, Tosin, Badiashile, my God, is awful. Oh, and Sarr. Again, Sarr, can't really give him, any slack because it didn't really do much, to be honest with you. He was just in the game. But yeah, you're not the Palmers, the Enzos, the Caicedos, the Reece Jameses. You're not the Joao Pedros. You're not the Estavals. You're not that guy. So for me, Neto, yeah, you got to be. You think for someone who came in after being suspended, getting a game against Wrexham, you think there'll be some sort of motivation, especially after your performance in the last round. Scoring 3 goals, you think, okay, the confidence will be there, the application will be there, the quality will be there. But nah, Neto was just one of the worst players on the pitch. He was absolutely dreadful. And honestly, in the summertime, we should be looking at certain players that gotta just bounce. Some, if you gotta give them away for free, you do that. But just not good enough. Just not good enough. The guys that really stood out in this game, Garnacho, took his chance really, really well. Caused a lot of havoc, forced the issue with the first goal as well, but good game. So he could definitely keep it up. Joao Pedro, clinical as usual. Good goal. Esugo came in, and to be honest, it looked a lot better than the 2 midfielders we had, on show. Came in second half, and you wouldn't think this guy has missed the entirety of the season. He kept it really simple. Defensively, he was aware. And that ball to, Garnacho was just exquisite. Wonderful first time cross. And ironically, that should be Pedro Neto's back. Crosses like that to the far post should be what Pedro Neto should be good at. You remember how many times we've been told if you get a box striker, Neto is going to feast? Yeah, Neto is just going to be Neto. Whether it's Osimhen, whether it's Haaland, whether it's Mark Hugh, any type of striker you give Neto, he just ain't got it. And we should be looking to just make decisions quick. Just not good enough. So Asugo, the only people that could really take any credit from this game is Joao Pedro, Asugo. I thought Gusto came in, gave us a bit more of an outlet on that right. Again, Josh playing as your your right wing back, technically, giving you the width. It just wasn't good. Neto in those central areas, yeah, it worked against Hull City, but let's not see that again because it just wasn't there. And there was a lot of space too. And that's the thing. Like, even when Wrexham went to 10 men, they still played better than we did. We were legit hanging on by the skin of our teeth. If it wasn't for that VAR, I honestly think it would have been spooky times. We're playing 10 against 11. And the man management, the game management, it's just abysmal. It's not good. We learned nothing new about this game. Honestly, a lot of the things we knew were just solidified in this game. Neto's terrible. Tosin should be out the door. Badiashile should be out the door. Sanchez looks like we need an upgrade for you. Josh is not a right wing back. Lavia is gonna need time and some minutes. Santos can have his moments. Asugo, maybe that's the only thing we really learned. That Asugo can actually be a decent player when he gets going. Yeah, it could be the first game, it could be one game, but every time we've seen glimpses and some sort of minutes from Asugo, I thought he's looked good. He's looked very competent. We've said baby Caicedo, and you see a lot of the mechanics are the same. The way he runs about, the way he passes the ball, the tackling, that really could be the baby Caicedo regen. But other than that, we learned absolutely nothing else. We know Neto's terrible. We know Delap is terrible. We know Joao Pedro's clutch. What else? What else did we really learn about this game? And it's crazy because we could be going to play PSG this upcoming week with Jorgensen in goal. And you know what? Fair enough. Because if you're going to be playing like you're playing for the opposition, yeah, maybe you don't deserve to be, wearing the jersey. You don't deserve to be getting starts. But yeah, we learned nothing from this game except quality came through at the end of the day, and it was 4-2. So, Rosenior, I get it. You have a lot. You have a lot on your plate that you don't really have options, but yeah, this is where we're at. This is where we're at. There's got to be some, a lot of players got to go. That, like, I guess when Spurs get relegated, we can sell some of these guys off to Tottenham. I mean, if Spurs in the championship, your lap, you could find your feet in the championship again. You could bag some goals, improve, your standings. You could improve whatever it is you need to improve, and that just might be your level. Because, bro, I'm starting to lose faith in you. I probably should have been a long time ago, but yeah, Tosin, you look like you belong in the championship because you couldn't even play well against a championship team. So yeah, you belong in there. Badiashile, you could go as well. I mean, yeah, we learned nothing new, guys. Like the video, sub to the channel, hop in the comments, let me know how you feel. Take it easy. Peace.